often not very receptive, especially when it comes to things like city planning. You ask people, what they think the city should be planned or how it should be planned. Like, people don't even know what you're talking about, and so they don't know what exactly it is you're trying to ask them. I don't know. In a way, my time on Sapling is a bit of an experimentation for myself as well, trying to learn the best way to to play multiplayer. I mean, it sounds a bit strange, like, what do you mean, the best way to play multiplayer? But given that I'm the kind of person who thinks about these things... Did I put torches down? Given that I'm the kind of person who thinks about these sorts of things, maybe there are things that I can do, yes I did, on the server that other people won't think of, or haven't thought of yet. I don't know, I don't want to... Obviously, I don't want to force anything on anyone who don't really want to try it. And most people just want to play Minecraft. They don't want to deal with forming a government and negotiating urban plans and city plans and all that kind of stuff. That's probably way over what they bargained for when they joined the server. You're just here to play Minecraft, bro. But if people can do that, or if they're willing to do that, I'm fairly certain that the server will end up being a better server, just because it's more predictable, there's a plan to it. It's not just people building random things everywhere. People actually have some sort of idea of what other people are doing. They're actually consciously thinking about how to make the server better for everyone. Most people don't think about that. I guess most people are just kids. Most people playing in Minecraft are just kids, so we can't really expect too much. But at the same time, I don't want to count them out, because there are some smart kids. I play plenty of video games. I meet plenty of kids, and I'm far too old really to be playing these games, but I do. But you shouldn't count people out just because they're young, because often you'll find people who will surprise you by just how much they are able to do, just how smart they are. Alright, so let's go back to the wall here. So the foundations, so we got that. Just double checking if these are right. Do I need to... Let's check the height of them as well. So 88, that's correct. Let's just go on every single one and then check the height and check the torches and all that. Yeah, like, on the one hand, most people are just kids. On the other hand, some people are really onto it. Like, some people really understand, and they're willing to give things a go, and they're willing to learn. That's the most important thing, really, being willing to learn. Do I have my cobblestone? I mean, I don't want to make it seem like it's school or something. I'm not going to give you an exam on any of this stuff. But if you come out of the other side, or if you spend a day in Minecraft and you come out smarter, having learned things that you didn't know before, that's actually good for you, I mean, maybe you don't like school, and maybe sometimes school is a bit of a waste of time, but the idea of learning is not inherently bad in any way. In fact, learning is good. I mean, being stupid doesn't get you anywhere. Being smart gets you a lot of things. It gets you a lot of places. Being smart is better than being stupid, so you really should aim to be educated if you can. And so, if maybe people play Minecraft to get a break from school, not to have me try to teach them about urban planning and all that. But at the same time, I mean, I don't want to make it I don't want to give people homework or anything like that, but you can kind of play and learn at the same time, and if you do, then Minecraft becomes more valuable for you, instead of you just grabbing a pickaxe and trying to find diamonds, you actually end up smarter. Isn't that good? Like, doesn't that sound good to you? I think it should. Anyway, so 72. I've been checking the torches, right? I'm pretty sure I have torches. So I'm basically looking at the Y and checking if it's multiples of 8 whenever I stand on one of the foundations of the towers. So instead of me just talking about urban planning and learning and all that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of checking if the foundation at the right height. So 72 is 8 times 9 is 72. So this is correct. It's 4 torches. And I guess that's what I've been doing in most of my videos, not just Minecraft. In Minecraft, like, I keep talking about designing and architecture and all that, and I think most of you guys have found it interesting. I think mostly it's the people who don't find it interesting just stop watching. And so I get left with the people who are interested in this sort of stuff, which is great. I like that. But even aside from Minecraft, even with other games, I keep talking about other things as well. Mostly game design, but also storytelling and things like that. And I just think there's always an opportunity to be smarter. And I don't see why there's any problem with that. I think that's a good thing. There's always opportunity to learn. There's always opportunity to learn something you didn't know about before. And then you can apply it too. Like, it's not just learning stuff for the hell of learning it, but you can apply this stuff to make things yourself. I mean, I've been trying to make a game, but I just don't have time to do everything and make a game as well. But I made a little thing. You can kind of press some buttons and then things move on the screen. That's not too bad. It's pretty crap, actually. It's not too bad though. So and you can apply this stuff. Like, you learn about architecture, you learn about urban design, and then you go into Minecraft and you build yourself a city and a house. That's cool. And who knows, maybe later on when you grow up, when I grow up, maybe I'll go out there and get a job doing this stuff. Maybe you go into architecture school or something. Don't count out planning. If you want a planning degree, that's not too bad neither. In fact, planning might actually be more important than architecture. I mean, I'm not supposed to say that because I study architecture. I really do think planning is actually more important than architecture. Like, cities are more important than individual buildings. Yeah, so like, you get these ideas and then you who knows what you can do with it. And that's the thing about learning as well. You always, it never hurts to learn just random things, even if they seem random now, because you never know when they might be useful. It's nighttime and we're close to the boundary. There may be creepers. I don't know. What else do I have to say? I think I've pretty much said everything. So I guess this series of videos, I don't know how long I've been talking for, will be me doing the foundations of the wall, towers. I mean, if you've watched my previous videos, you'll have seen this sort of thing before. Oh, it goes there, okay, 64. So basically after that, I'll build the tower up to height 128, I think. Basically the old height limit. Obviously the new height. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed out there's a couple of towers there. The new height limit is obviously a lot. Oh, hello zombie. And hello lag. The new height limit is a lot taller. But this wall was designed way before the new height limit was introduced. So it only goes up to 128. And then after the towers, I'll put in the platforms between them, and then I'll do the arches, and then I'll finish it off, and then we'll have a complete walled boundary around the world. If you're new to my videos, you don't know what I'm talking about the boundary, Basically, I started this map all the way back in Minecraft Alpha. I don't remember what version exactly, but you know, obviously as new versions of Minecraft come out, every once in a while they'll change the terrain generation algorithm. And whenever they do, any new chunks that you generate won't match up with the old chunks, and that's what these are. So this is the old terrain, way back before there were biomes, and then this is the newer stuff. So out there's biomes. See the ocean biome? You don't get the huge expanse of ocean in the old maps, like that. So this is like old landscape, and the new stuff is outside. And the boundary is basically where the chunks don't match up. And I'm building a giant wall around it, mostly just to define the boundary and just to show where it is. And also I guess this counts as my city walls, because you know, the old Roman walls need city walls. The old Roman cities need walls. That's what I meant to say. 72, that's good. And again, if you haven't watched my modules or my old videos, the wall is made in modules of 8 blocks by 8 blocks. That's why all these are 8 blocks spaced out. So each tower is 8 by 8. Each arch is either 2 modules, 4 modules, or 8 modules long, or 1 module long as well. There's that as well. So 1, 2, 4, or 8. And then so I'm placing these towers so that I can fit those units in between. So see this here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 modules. So this will be the large 8 module arch. So it's like a 64 block long archway. And then the next tower. So that's how I'm planning it out. I'm planning the thing out if you haven't watched my earlier videos. And I didn't check the height of that. I'm pretty sure it's correct though. 70, yeah, that's 72. Alright, so we're almost at the other side. So as you can tell, the boundary wall is actually quite big. I'm going from one corner of the... what was that? Going from one corner to the other, basically. I've done the other half of the wall. So this is the second half. So 80... 72... Like there's a strange one chunk divot here. I don't know what this is about. But for one chunk, this thing just kind of sits back. I don't know why that is. 72... So there's the wall there. We've seen it before in this set of videos. So you can see the modules. That's the 2 module arch, and then the next one is the 8 module arch, and so on and so forth. Ouch. And again, you know, I'm surprisingly... I haven't even thought about it, but I'm actually laying out my own world according to these urban design principles that I'm talking about. There's a central... I guess you can call it the core of the city, which is where all the government and the service buildings are. Like that's my storage and my resources. And then at the boundary there's a wall defining the limits. And then there's different parts of the city, and the only thing that's missing is roads. And I will remedy that fairly soon. Alright, so there we go. I'm sorry you didn't get to see very much because half of that was covered by the stats. Yeah. So my internet was out all day and I spent a few hours doing the foundations of the boundary wall and talking about things. I guess I'll end the video here. Alright, I'll see you guys when I next play single player again. So sometimes I'll play single player, mostly when I lose my internet connection or when the server is down. Alright, I'll see you guys.